conversation on solar power or solar energy. And today, our guest is Kgodisho Sekonya. He's a close friend of mine, and he is, one of the front runners in the game, in the solar space. How are you doing?
Yeah, man. What a intro. Like, yo, I'm like, wow, what a professional. You're out here being professional, but yeah, I mean, thanks for that. Hi everyone, this is Kgodisho Sekonya. As he said, I'm a solar expert, so we're just gonna have a young conversation regarding the industry. And then we're gonna take it from there. So, before we start, I'm gonna just kind of give you what exactly is solar. So, solar is like it's a renewable energy source, like not a renewable energy source, but a renewable energy. So what happens is we take power from the sun and then convert it into electricity. So it's renewable because it's continuous. It never ends. So every single day there's gonna be. So yeah, it keeps coming back. So there's never an end of it or any of that.
All right, man. So tell me, why solar? Why did you personally venture into solar energy, and what has it done for you?
Why solar? Well, I've always been fascinated with technology and like innovation and all of those things. So it's like I like things like that. So when I did some research, I read a little bit about solar, and then I met a friend around 2015, and then he was also passionate about it, and then we started having conversation about it, and then at first it was just like an idea, like, you know what I mean, like we're just thinking, it would be so nice, like, just generating your own electricity and all of that. But we didn't really know the facts behind like the money part of it or all of that. We just had like some fascination towards it or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. A passion always starts somewhere, and once the bug bites you, hey man, you run with it.
You can't stop.
Look at yourself now.
You're
a business owner.
Yeah.
And, you actually do the most.
And it hasn't as I was about to say that it hasn't been an easy journey like throughout. Like this other time I was just speaking to a friend of mine that was also in the industry. She's a female though. So she's also in the industry, which is really dope to be working close with, people like that in the industry. And yeah. So we was just talking about it like, hey, it's like hasn't been an easy journey just coming up. Like, you know what I mean? Like getting to this point, like it's just been challenging, especially because like when I first started out, I went to I went to look for a job. Like I got the training, I finished everything, and then I went out to look for a job because, I mean, you don't have experience yet, and the only experience that you have at the time, it would just be like on a small roof with a little plug at the end. So basically what you have to do is just make sure that you do the connection until there's power at the end. So it wasn't really like a house or anything. So we just started doing that, and then after that I went to like try and get like a real experience in the industry. Met a couple of people, couple of companies, but well, obviously they didn't have jobs, so they couldn't offer me anything. So I had to volunteer. So I had to start. Yeah, I had to start right there and be like, okay, cool. I'll just come do it for free. Then I don't really need money or anything. I just want to see what what's really happening out there.
And look now, like you're the director of your own company.
Yeah.
And you even employ people. You even employ people now.
Yeah.
So, man, like those little missions that you were on, schooling yourself, getting other people to also educate you on the subject matter.
Yeah.
Look, now it just brought you this far. So now, kudos, man. That's very good.
Yeah, well, shout out.
Yeah, man. So tell me, like, I found it very interesting. Us being in South Africa, like we already can't even depend on our own state to supply us with solar power or with energy, with electricity. Would you say that like venturing into solar is wise? Do you think that we perhaps there's a good time to invest in it? Should we have invested it a long time ago to get our investment returns on it, or can you start at any time? What are your thoughts?
I think, like with everything, that's why with solar it's a renewable energy. So, and coal isn't a renewable energy. So as time goes, we can only get like so much out of the earth, like in regards to coal. So at some point it's gonna finish. So, you gotta work with something renewable, like the sun, and that's why we went with solar. So meaning that, like, as time goes, it gets to a point where it's you don't need. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted there for a minute. But yeah, as I was saying, it is a good time to actually invest in solar right now because it's a renewable energy. So, the benefits of it also are like just really incredible. Like, it's just a few that people don't know. Like, people know like the use of it for like load shedding only and all of that. Whereas there's a whole lot. There's like a whole lot. I'm just gonna run down like just a couple for you. So one of the benefit may being it's got zero running costs, meaning that like if you have solar, you don't really have to pay anything extra just to have it to run. You know what I mean? Like, because you're getting your power from the sun, so nobody's really gonna come in and like really charge you for the sun that you've used throughout the whole month or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it increases your property value because now your property is more independent, so your property has reliable and consistent power all the time, every day. You never have a power cut or load shedding or blah blah blah, all of that. So you always have power. So that increases your property value.
Definitely,
Yeah, and then you're more independent now. So you don't like when you're more independent, it's better because now nobody can just come tomorrow and be like, we feeling like now we're gonna put an extra 2 rand to what you already pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they everything they decide on doing that, like, it doesn't affect you in any way possible. So you are like you're your own person. You're more independent.
And that's powerful.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, for those people that care about the earth, like you also reduce your carbon footprint because it's clean energy, like global warming and all of these things going on. Like we really need to watch how we use our powers and cars and all of that. Like have to try, but like in all means reduce your carbon footprint.
No, that's so true, man.
Yeah, and then
so tell what entails a basic installation. So let's say I want an installation done on my house. Would you have like a set or recommended plan that says that okay, because you have like a 3-bedroom house, this is the ideal plan for you? This is set. Or you go about it.
So basically, your question is, how do I come up with a quote or something like that?
Yes.
Nah, it's not really based on how big your house is or how many rooms you have. So what's important is your consumption. How much are you spending, or how much are you using on a daily basis?
Okay.
So we try to accommodate that. So I can't really give you a specific what do you call price and say, yeah, for a 3-bedroom house I'll give you for so much. Because now, what if that 3-bedroom house has 2 TVs or 3 TVs? Each bedroom has a TV, and then they probably have like 4 fridges and stuff, which is the other problem in the industry, that like one of the challenges that we have in the industry, because we have a lot of people that just don't communicate more with their clients. They just, like, the client will come up, hey, how much is solar? And then they just be like, it's 60K or it's 50K, whatever the price may be. And then it doesn't really like consult with the client that, like, what do you want to power? What it, like, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. Which then ultimately it results in, like, now the client pays 60,000, which is a lot of money. Pays 60,000 for a system that wouldn't accommodate her or his consumption. You know what I mean? You find that the system is pretty, like, it's small for her consumption. Or, we can, like, as a designer, you can actually work around that, because we as installers, we design a system for you, so we can actually say, okay, if your budget is 60,000, we work around your budget, which would then, we look at your essential and your non-essentials, like all of that. So I lost track. I'm losing track of myself now. But yeah, what was I? Oh, challenges. So yeah, so people when people do that, they kill the industry, like the reputation of the industry, because now a person will spend like 60,000 of their hard-earned money for something that doesn't work because somebody just draw up a system and just be like, here's a system, go.
And also, I can think that kind of kills like potential clients for you guys, because imagine now one person that has a circle of how many people,
right?
Does an installation, and it just goes to scrap. It doesn't suit their needs. So now when they go ahead telling their peers or whoever they were in their circle, telling them that, nah, don't try this, because you spent a lot of money and then
it didn't work.
It'll be a dud.
Because now you as an installer, you need to know, like, okay, how much you need to give. Because if I can come to, like, the other problem that we usually face is, it's space. Like, if you have a mansion, like a big house, that would require like maybe 20 panels or so, but your roof space is not enough. Like, that's the conversation you need to have with your client. Like, okay, for me to do this specific job for you, I need to have space for X amount of panels. So alternatively, we can have a stand where, like, you place your panels, or if you can't, because there's other estates that has regulations that you can't do that, whatever. So you can either do that, or you just go ahead and just be like, the panels that I can put on your roof right now can only accommodate your fridge and your TV and your lights only, stuff like that. So, and then he knows what he's getting himself into. Even when anything should happen, he's already aware that, if should be load shedding, I might not have a TV, but I'm going to have lights, or I'm going to have a fridge on, stuff like that.
That is actually so interesting, because it speaks back to like what I also do as a designer. Like, you have to have an actual site analysis, analyze the site, what's going on, put it on plan, have different variations, and then tell them that, okay, these are the options that you have.
Yeah.
According to your needs. So you choose. So you personalize it for your client.
Yeah.
So that they can feel part of the project.
Yeah,
and I think that is a lot of significance.
Yeah, and also it's because I don't know what, because we differ as people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He might not want TV. He might just want this. I can't say, yeah, I'm gonna give you a TV. Nah, he has to choose. Okay, I'm gonna give it to him. Like, this is what I have for you. This is what I can.
Yeah.
From this list, you can only choose 5 things or 2 things or whatever. The thing may be. And then he would choose, and then he would then be like, okay, cool. So this is what I want, and then this is what I'm getting. So you avoid, like, calls like, hey, this thing's not working. Hey, what's wrong with, like, your client knows. Like, you have a better relationship with a client that knows actually what's going on than a client that doesn't know anything. Because he's going to call you for anything and everything. Yeah, so... Yeah, and...
So, let's talk maintenance. Like, how long does a system last? And do I need to keep in contact? Let's say you install a system for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to keep in contact with you and say that, okay, so I noticed that something is happening. Please come through.
Yeah.
Please come. What you guys do routine maintenance checks, or like, is it so sustainable and so reliable that you only have to come back after a certain amount of time?
Yeah. Like, in terms of maintenance, the only maintenance that you have to do regularly is like maybe washing the panels. Like, washing the panels of the dirt and dust from, because it's outside and it's exposed to all types of conditions. So you just come there, wash the panels just to get them more efficient and get the production high. And so and then, because these systems last you about, say, 8 to 10 years, depending on the type of system you got, actually.
Yeah.
So your panels can do 10 to 12, 15 years, just the panels itself. The inverter could do like 8 to 10 years. The batteries, depending on the type of batteries that you got, like there's those old big batteries, which would do like 4 years or so. And then you got the new batteries, which is a lithium ion, that can do you about 8 years or so. And depending on which brand you have, you can actually play with the settings and actually get it to 10 years also, depending on the discharge rate you put it on. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. So basically, your system can last you up to 10 years without any issues.
Yeah.
And if we're looking at 10 years, by when do you think you'll be making your return on investment?
Return on investment, usually you make it like around 2 to 2.5 years.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
And after that, you're just coining.
Yeah, after that, you're just coining. And also, speaking of coining, I like to add that there's I don't know how far the law is in South Africa, but you can actually like feed back to the grid where...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where it's a case where you're producing more power than you need, and you're not necessarily using that power, especially during the day. So you can actually feed back to the grid, and then you and the government or the municipal can work out an agreement as to, if it's a grid-tied system, they could probably discount you on the electricity that you're going to be paying for.
Oh, okay.
Or you just be making money out of it, like selling it. Like, I'm selling so...
I'm selling
so X amount of units back to the grid, whatever. I don't know how far the law is, but it's just something that's in the pipeline.
And it's definitely something that will be happening in future. I can assume.
So you basically,
like our government they're not already not sustainable enough.
They're not.
So they need all type of resources.
Yeah. So if you got it, if you have it, then you can actually give a helping hand and get paid for it.
So that basically connects to solar farming, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So now you can end up, if you have space.
Yeah.
You can end up making major installs.
Yeah.
And just sell power.
Yeah.
Back to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's a business. It's like electricity farming in a way. So.
Yeah.
That's where the future is, because you don't, at this point, you just need space, and and then you just get the sun and then sell the power that you get from the sun. So basically you just invest in space and the system itself, and then from there, for you to produce the power, you have a natural resource. So nobody's really charging you for that. So you don't have expenses. You just make your money with no expenses. It's crazy. So, and you know what I mean? Like the bigger the land or the more power you have, the more money you get.
Yeah.
So in all nature, it's a form of investment, and the time is now.
Hey man, that's really profound.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I'm gonna give you a minute to sell your business. This is your opportunity, your time to shine. So just go through the basics of your business, and then
Okay. See, I wanted to touch up a little bit more on the challenges. Like, just a lot of people that don't know about solar. I just want to give a little bit of insight on that. So a lot of people think that solar is expensive and unreliable and all of that, but then, which I understand, because nobody just has a large amount of money just laying around. So if the system may look too expensive for you, there's actually companies like Greenfin that actually offers you like loans and finances for your systems. And also banks, also banks can actually offer you what do you call a home loan. Is it a house loan or a home loan? But yeah, they offer you a home loan, and you can actually get you a system with a home loan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I feel like we touched up on so much, like the benefits and everything. So I don't really have much. I don't really have much anymore. Like, I feel like I just, exhausted everything.
Yeah. Nah. That's cool, man. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I know we've been trying to have this meet for a while.
We have.
We finally went down.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Now you can definitely sign me up.
Yeah.
As a potential client now, because it's really something that I believe in. And yeah, as a person that's for the planet and for the environment, I definitely want to make my carbon footprint a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So.
And you can actually.
The best way.
There's a sorry to disturb you there. There's an inverter that we have that comes with a technology where you can actually keep track. Like, it sends you like a lot of information about your system to your phone, to your mobile phone.
Okay.
So you just connect it to the Wi-Fi. It just sends you like a whole lot of information, so you can actually know what your system is doing at any place. Like, say if you have a system at your house and then you're at the office or you're out doing work, you can actually just log into your
Yeah.
phone and like just see how much power you're producing, how much power your house is using, how much it keeps track of how much power you've used throughout, probably like over 24 months or so, and just
Yeah.
keeps record of everything, how much you produced, how much you've used. So with that, it also helps a lot of clients that are using municipal electricity, because
Yeah.
some of those, they just come and predict how much power you've actually used.
Yeah.
So yeah, with this app, you can actually have backup to be able to say, yo, but my app says this is how much I've used, this is how much my solar system has produced for me this month, this is how much I've used. So because it can also track how much you've used from the utility also. So they can't really come and predict how much electricity you've spent, because now you also know how much electricity you spent. So you can actually argue your case and say, no, I haven't spent this much, I actually spent this much. Yeah.
Nah, that's profound. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Nah, no, man. Thank you very much.
No, I appreciate
Thank you very much for the time.
I appreciate it.
Nah, we'll definitely do this again.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do a follow-up, and probably maybe your people have questions and all of that. You can give them my contacts or whatever, and then they can reach me there, and I'll probably get them like a free quote and see get you guys a free quote, and then you'll see how much it may cost you for your system.
All right. Nah.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Shout out.